All right, everyone. I'm going to make this, I don't know, eggplant ricotta stacky thing and tomato sauce. So, I don't know. We're just going to do this. It's eggplant and, kind of fried and a little bit of olive oil. And then we're going to put some ricotta cheese mix in between and put some sauce down and mozzarella cheese, put that in the oven. But I need to make a quick sauce, so I need to use this San Marzano tomatoes that were left over from a pizza thing. And, I think maybe you saw my short on the pizza attempt. I'm going to add to it some no salt added tomato, which is a little different from my regular sauce recipe, if you've ever seen that. I've got some fresh basil out of the garden, some onion and garlic. But basically you put that onion and then the garlic and the sauce and then the basil and let that simmer. So I'm going to do that. If you need to see how I make a regular sauce, go do that. But if your lifestyle is that of using Rayo's or something else, go for it. On to the next step. So we have our eggplant, and I kind of just laid it kind of long ways. Kind of like you're cutting a turkey almost. And then I just kind of sliced it into, I don't know, a little bit, some are a little thin, but you can see, like, a little bit thinner maybe than my finger. I have a small finger, so it's already browning because eggplant does that. Now you can salt it if you think eggplant's bitter. I'm not going to salt this. I'm going to get right into breading this. But you can salt it 10 minutes and then rinse off the salt, pat it dry, and start this process. I'm skipping that. Okay, I have my oven preheating to 350. I have my sauce simmering on the back. My skillet here that I'm going to be frying the eggplant in. I have that at like medium high. I have a mix of panko and regular breadcrumbs, Italian seasoned. And I have some organic eggs. Use what you want. This is 2, and I season that with salt, pepper, and some onion powder and some garlic powder. And again, here is our eggplant. So I'm going to take a piece here. Well, let's get some oil going here first. Be right back. All right, I put a little bit of olive oil and some avocado oil because it doesn't have any flavor. And over here, while that's heating up, I have my casserole dish I'm going to bake it in, but I just lined it with a paper towel so we can drain our eggplant when we go to take it out of the pan. All right, here we go with a demonstration. I'm just going to, I cut it long ways because I could cut it the small way. Then you're going to have a lot of small discs to fry. And it's going to take a lot more time. So I'm going to cover this really well. And then over here into the breadcrumbs. And that's why I'm doing these on a plate, because these are really long. So, and I only poured part of the egg in case I don't need it. It's there for something else. And you can just like put some breadcrumb up on here. You see any spots that look thin? All right, I see our oil's hot, so let's get this going. Right into the pan. I'm going to start the rest, and I'll be back in a minute. This is what it should look like when you flip it. We're just waiting on the second one to finish. All right, we have all of our eggplant fried. Now that's optional too. If you want to just kind of put it in a little olive oil and not bread it, you can do that. But you need to like make it a little bit more pliable and cook it before you put it in the oven. So you can do a light olive oil like that on your pan, or a griddle if you like. I have about half of the egg left over, so I'm going to use that in my ricotta mix. You don't have to, but you need something to kind of hold it together. So I also have some mozzarella, a little bit of Parmesan, and some thyme. And this is just a taste. And that's maybe, I don't know, a half cup of ricotta. So here's my casserole. It has some of my sauce on it, that quick sauce that I made. I'm laying these down, and then we're just going to top them with the ricotta. So you put as much as you like or as little. Obviously you can't put too much, or it's probably going to overflow a bit. But the egg does, putting a little egg in there does help it set a little better. So there. Just going to do that. Now, I've seen the roll-ups where people do these rounds and roll them. You know, I don't know. I kind of think this is a little bit easier. So I'm just going to stack those two next smallest on top. And I'm going to put sauce on it. Well, I'm going to make another one, fill up this pan. I'll put some sauce on it, and then I'll put it in the oven. I don't know, maybe 15 minutes. All right, here's one last look before it goes into the oven. We'll see you in a few. Let me tell you, I found some pork loin left over. I still have like a pretty big chunk that's probably going to be turned into a, I don't know, some kind of shredded pork for tostadas tomorrow. But I'm going to wing this. This is an already cooked pork loin. Some garlic, shallots that I need to use. I found some capers that I need to use. I'm just going to take the chill off these with a little olive oil, and I'll put some wine in there. And then I'm just going to finish it off probably with a good, I don't know, tablespoon of butter once this all kind of cooks down, but I'll kind of bring you along for that. Okay, kind of cooked down my garlic and shallots. Now I've put the pork in the pan, and I'm going to cover that. And I have this kind of somewhere. I'm going to turn it down to like low, medium low, so that can all heat up. Going to add a little bit of wine here, which I've already done, and recover it. Get that steam really going. It's only been a couple minutes, but I have flipped them. I'm going to add a little bit more wine and cover them again. All right, after 25 minutes, we are all bubbly. I'm going to add some cheese on top of this now. This is going to go back into the oven until melted. All right, our eggplant is finished. Once Chris comes home, I'm going to take the pork out, reduce this quickly, and add about a tablespoon of butter into this. After it's boiled down some, I'll turn it off and add the knob of butter, whisk that in, and dinner will be served. Look for the short to see the plate. Thanks for watching. Bye.